What's up, guys? So I figured I'd try to make this more of a regular thing of doing videos here as I get home, so I have no excuse not to. And I also realized that people don't want to watch a 45-minute video and they'd rather watch one for a couple minutes, so figured I'd do more of these shorts. I was listening to a video today of a gentleman named Chad from the 3 of 7 Project. He's a former Navy SEAL, guy from down south, I'm assuming based on his accent. And just him talking about some, Americans and freedom. And the points he was making was how Americans won't necessarily fight for freedom. What he was trying to say, and I actually do agree with him, he was trying to say, everyone's waiting for that next big thing to happen to pretty much justify them, like, okay, now we're going to go do something. And the reality is, though we're all guilty of that, we all want that thing to justify us taking action. But I don't think people realize that the fact that we've let things get to that point isn't great. We've given up so much of our freedoms to that point. We're allowed so much to hit us or be done to us at that point. We have no choice but to fight back. It's so much better if we actually put in the harder work in fighting for those things now. It's not easy trying to preserve freedom. In order to preserve freedom, that means we all have to surrender the comforts that we're so used to having. America is a lot weaker than people think. Just because we have guns, we're a lot better off than most places. But as people themselves, we're not necessarily all that tough. No matter how tough we think we are. There are some who are very tough, and there's some who come from a harder life. But if you've lived in this country for long enough, you've become very cozy and comfortable that you're not really ready to give up your basic everyday comforts for the sake of fighting for your freedom. It's just not the reality, We're also used to having AC, food on our tables, and going to work every day, paying for our bills, and going to the grocery store. But reality is, it's a very, very comfortable way of living, and it's not a very hard. You don't build very hard people when you do that. There's a reason why when we train our military, they aren't training in our cozy environments. They train in tough environments because it makes them tough, makes them, resilient to the things that they'd be facing. But, we don't even want to go to a meeting, a town hall or something because it inconveniences our day, because we don't actually want to speak out about things that are going on in our city or town. We just want to just go to work and just hope someone else is going to do it for us. That's not how we preserve freedom. And I'm guilty of it as well. But, if we want freedom, if we want to keep our freedom, then we have to do things that make us uncomfortable in order to keep that freedom. So, I don't know how that resonates for everybody. It'll resonate in different things in different parts of your lives, but, just something to think about.